it's in them face. Man, they not from around here. I think it's in them face.
Greetings, earthlings, this is my introduction. They say greatness doesn't come overnight, so I'm not rushing. Spaced out swag, best believe I'm paper touching. Super stupid flow, and you bitches can't tell them nothing. UFO, uniquely flying, outstanding. All I speak is cash, I see why you don't understand. UFO, uniquely flying, outstanding. All I speak is cash, I see why you don't understand me. Got a sense for drama, so I always keep the cannon. This is the invasion, so watch out for our landing. Standing tall, never too far. Spring and summer fashion, bro, I get it in the fall. Y'all about to start hating, and I don't mind at all. I'm a thriller like MJ, and my flow is off the wall.
Who that? Who they? They're not from around. It's gotta be my imagination. I think it's in them face. I think it's in them face. I think it's in them face. They not from around here. I think it's in them face. Who that? Who they? They're not from around. It's gotta be my imagination. I think it's in them face. I think it's in them face. I think it's in them face. Man, they not from around here. I think it's in them face.
Greetings, earthlings, I am Wallow. I am Wallow. I am Wallow. I live life like there's no tomorrow. Chris King, KGNOOB. What homes you ain't know? We're UFO. Cargo, khakis, polos, and fresh kicks. That's the definition of what the cargo kids is. SOS, yes, spaced out swagger. I never do anything right, I'm backwards. I'm so galactic, so erratic. You niggas on my old swag, you can have it. The world is mine and your girl is too. So do us a favor, make room for the crew. Wow.
Who that? Who they? They're not from around. It's gotta be my imagination. I think it's in them face. I think it's in them face. I think it's in them face. They not from around here. I think it's in them face. Who that? Who they? They're not from around. It's gotta be my imagination. I think it's in them face. I think it's in them face. I think it's in them face. Man, they not from around here. I think it's in them face.
Now rocking with DJ.
Who they? They're not from around.
Oh, we're live.
Welcome to the WhoDat podcast, baby.
We live.
Okay. All right.
WhoDat.
And we here.
WhoDat.
Welcome to the WhoDat podcast, the livest podcast this side of the Mississippi and the Nile River. You are tuned in to the mothership. What's up? We made it through another week. Hi, bitches. This is B, as always. We got the Captain Paco.
What's up, y'all?
And we have abducted another Earthling that we seen doing her thing. She raps, she sings, she acts. So we abducted her and brought her up on the mothership so we could talk to her and figure out all the stuff that she doing. Please give a round of applause for China Doll, Miss Jennifer Kinzer.
Hey y'all. Hey everybody.
Thank you for joining us.
I'm glad to be here. It's an honor and a privilege, to be able to,
So how y'all
embrace
doing?
you guys with my presence.
Yeah. We was talking off camera. You done had a busy weekend and everything.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Had a lot going on. One of my friend guys, that we went back a long time ago, where in Murfreesboro, I moved to Murfreesboro because I went to MTSU, graduated from there.
Congratulations.
And so, yeah, I actually, linked with him, and we did some talent shows and things of that nature, and we've been like cool ever since. So his wife, they did a surprise birthday party, and the event was amazing. So I got to perform live with a band with some musicians.
Nice.
The rehearsals was dope, and to actually see it all come full circle, it was great. I was grateful to be, part of that experience. So
That's what's up. That's cool. That's cool.
For y'all that tuned in before the show began, we ran a video of her. Tell them what video.
All right, so it's Ride With Me. All right, a little bit about my city, Columbia, Tennessee, Murray County, crack country, whatever y'all call it.
Murder County, all that
Murder
stuff.
County.
Oh, I don't feel like one day I'm going to be murdered. It
would be a horrible way to die, definitely. But I guess it'll be quickly.
Well, I say that because they want to call it Murder County, but I don't ever not feel safe here.
But I'm just saying, like, it's a lot of, I feel like, unsolved probably cases and murders too, where
Yeah. Okay.
maybe
But
that's
that comes
where it
from,
comes from.
living in the country also. People feed bodies to hogs. So
Yeah, that's true. Living in the
it's
country,
easy when you
they
live
do
in the country to have a few unsolved joints.
Unsolved.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Unsolved mysteries.
But how y'all week been? What about you, bro?
It's been busy. Been a good week though. Worked a comedy show. Sean had the comedy show.
What was the name of it?
Queens.
Yeah, it was like Bad Girls of Comedy, but from Time to Laugh.
Thank you.
The Columbia Got Jokes
Yeah,
series.
shout out to Sean Duncan.
Yeah, it was real nice. It was real old school vibe. It was the DJ. He kept it real like 90s and nothing really past the 2000s.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of good 90s vibe.
2000.
Yes. Sweet Baby Keita performed. Oh, I can't remember the other lady's name. There's 3 females of comedy. They did really well though. They tore it down. It was nice.
Yeah?
Yes, it was nice.
Y'all, the ladies is taking over, y'all. Shout out to all my ladies.
Yeah.
For real. No cap. We did a whole month of just women entrepreneurs.
Yeah,
That's
we did.
amazing.
It wasn't hard to find them.
No.
Beauty. Yeah, beauty and brains.
Yeah.
Every woman is beautiful, original, and she's a woman in her own way. So
Right. So before I cut you, I apologize. Go ahead. Finish telling about yourself.
Just speaking of beautiful original woman, I'm an artist, you guys. Also have a nonprofit that will be coming into play. It's grassrooted, so at this time we're making sure that we're serving girls like me, okay, high school, middle school and high school girls in the Murray County area. We're providing hygiene products, paper hygiene products specifically, tampons, panty liners, pads for those girls because it's causing truancy issues. And if they don't have what they need in order to during that week, which it can last 5 to 7 days, 3 days, it depends on the woman's body. But I mean, menstruation is something that we as women go through and we can't control it, and so that's we're giving back to my community specifically for that reason and providing like comprehensive sex education to young adults. So
what all falls under that? What's considered comprehensive
sex? Okay, so in the state of Tennessee, you can only teach abstinence mainly, but comprehensive sex education would include things like all the different types of STDs, as well as ways to prevent pregnancy. So it's more educational, you know.
Right, I got you.
Not telling you what to do, but just saying, okay, it was a great activity. I had opportunity to be able to teach through Centerstone in middle schools and high schools too. So that's kind of how I became like, you know, a passion of mine. And
are
I
you
ended
allowed
up
to
here.
teach about after pregnancy, like the difficulties of raising a child?
Yeah,
Like
so we use those activities as ways. So say you have 3 columns, that's gonna say time, money, and stress. Well, your time and your money, if you a teen parent, is gonna be spent not you know, on different things.
Put child support in that bracket?
Yeah, we would add that too. We would talk about that. You know,
you want to make sure abstinence works. Tell them about child support.
Right. Talk about that too.
Yes,
we'll come on and we'll speak live about child support.
We'll do a special about child support. I guarantee males won't be having sex afterwards.
Well, I feel like if men could have kids and go through the whole process of what it takes to carry a kid, they probably wouldn't. I know you don't have to, but I'm saying if
child support does that. Stress, pain, cramps.
Probably hurt their patient.
I really feel like if
it's beneficial in some situations because my child's father is on child support, and not that I'm very transparent. I have nothing to hide, but nevertheless, it came into play for me where if there's no communication and there's no relationship, then okay, let's focus on the financial, and maybe even if we don't, you know, get to that point to where we can communicate like adults, because I'm willing to communicate. Yeah, or co-parent, because co-parenting can be a challenge, and that's one of the questions that I asked on my podcast. Like, I've seen it happen. It just hasn't happened for me. Right. And so,
shout out to my co-parents.
Yeah. Right. Me and my kids, moms, co-parent real well.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm sure that it took time. It took sacrifice. When you think about the child and being affected and the traumas that we went through, you know what I'm saying? Us as parents, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're breaking cycles. There's things that we go through and endure that we try not to allow them things to touch our kids as well. And so I feel like if we can be more mature, more responsible, and have conversations instead of like, and it'd be okay to agree to disagree, but some people are not mature enough to be able to, I feel like, have those conversations.
Like you said, how y'all go to middle schools and high schools, those knowing how to make a mature conversation and be rational and be able to work well with other people is not something that's taught. Right. So they're not being taught about the sex, but they also not being taught about how to just work with people. So then once you don't know to not have sex, then you have a baby, then you don't know how to work with somebody, so then it doesn't last. So we just skip straight to the child support part. Like, we just save them from both of them.
Yeah, I mean, it might not necessarily. I mean, in some ways, I feel like it could be beneficial, and then I feel like, you know, in certain situations. But yeah, comprehensive education. I just feel like education is key. Knowledge is key. If I can educate somebody on, like, look, I wasn't married, I had a kid, I wasn't a teen mom, but you know what I'm saying? I had unprotected sex, and that's what happened. And so, I have a beautiful blessing, Johnston. Shout out to Johnston. That's my inspiration, y'all. Jay Lee. I'm a little soccer mom because of him this season. So that's kind of just been.
Do y'all remember the moment y'all found out y'all were having a kid the first time?
Yes.
That feeling, y'all. It's you be like.
Like, oh my God, I'm gonna have a human being depending on me for everything. Like, it's scary, and it's like, okay.
I was extremely calm.
Were you?
Extremely calm. It was the most weirdest, calmest talk I ever had with my mom and everything. Like, I was fresh out of high school. Like, the summer after I graduated, got baby on the way, and it was better because like the first was like a false alarm, like a week before, and we're thinking like twins. So I'm thinking like twins. That's when it hit me. I'm like, oh God, I got two. So then we found out she actually was pregnant, but it was just one child. All right. Let me make these phone calls.
Oh man!
And it was so quick. It was about 45 seconds on the phone. I was like, "Hey, I got baby on the way." Oh, that's ridiculous. I know.
They had the me response.
Yeah, I was like, I know.
Wow.
I was just like, oh, just do it up like, oh, finally got me.
It's crazy because my dad had passed away, and so then I found out when I was at his funeral, I was pregnant with my son at the time, so I did not know, But then again, it was like, oh, I had only knew my child father for like 2 months, y'all. So we was just kicking it, and it was talking about being vulnerable off camera, but grief and want to isolate yourself and not being. I lived at my mom's house at that time, so me and my son was there, and it would just be times where when people die. People be greedy and want to know business and want to act like they helping and don't help, but really be trying to,
Smash.
Yeah. So with that being said, it was more so like my experience was we was at his people's house and we were having dinner, like table like this or whatever, and I didn't think I was pregnant, so he's like, man, but he's sleeping and eating and doing all these different things, and I'm like, of course thinking I'm getting peace over here because I'm like, oh, I don't live. They lived in a little in the suburb part of Columbia. Right. So I'm like, okay, I'm from Columbia, College Hill area, East Side. So that's how I stayed there with my mom Hardwick, y'all. And it was just like we was at the table, and once I had took the test, that's my first time ever taking a pregnancy test. And I put the pregnancy test in the trash can. I'm like, oh, okay then, cool, whatever. Got in the shower, but for some reason, something just kept saying, check the trash can. I'm like, I'm gonna look at this again. Yeah, I'm like, let me see what's going on. I'm like, man, I can't be, And I had dated somebody who already had kids before, so I was like, maybe it's me, maybe I can't have children. And then boom, damn, and he said we was at the table eating dinner, y'all, and he was like, Jennifer pregnant, and I was like, really, dude? Really? Okay, that's how we gonna play it. He was like, yeah, had the pregnancy test in his pocket and everything, and I'm like,
was he from Michigan?
No, my child's father is from Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Okay,
they moved down here.
It sounded like an up north move.
Yeah,
that's an up north move. I recognize.
I'm like, did you know how people pair people? You know what I'm saying? How normally it probably be the female to trap a dude, but I feel like I was being trapped. Oh, she got a good job. She driving a Camaro. She doing her thing. I mean, nevertheless, I still pray for him and their relationship. My son's relationship. Eventually, hopefully, one day maybe we can, but.
Yeah.
Being a single mom and balancing music and motherhood and ministry and doing what I'm doing, so ministry.
You got a ministry also? Is that part of the
nonprofit?
So
that's also part of the nonprofit Beautiful Original Woman. So the logo itself, like if you look at it, it is a bow, the bow and arrow, shooting into.
I am so dumb. I'm the whole entire time, Beautiful Original Woman. I'm like, wow.
Bow. Okay. So a lot of people say that, but listen, I'm gonna tell you. But it's the identity of a woman. It's to make sure that young girls and women know their identity and give them a safe space to talk about things that we experience as women. If we sit down more and talk more instead of being secret about what we've been through, we can help one another and build each other up. So it's inspiring sisterhood.
Okay.
Men don't have that. Yeah. I don't even know what you.
And I just think
I've never heard anything like that before.
Yeah, inspiring sisterhood. Like, just doing music and stuff and growing up in Columbia, I feel like I've seen girls just be more catty and at one another, like, oh, if we in the same industry, why not? I just, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna congratulate you. I'm gonna encourage you. I'm gonna, lift you up, like, period. So
not even the same industry. We're in the same tax bracket.
Right.
If you see somebody trying to pull themselves up out their situation and do something better,
crabs in the bucket, man.
They don't understand. If somebody gets on,
I'm trying to get at. Look, we in the mothership. I'm trying to be up here.
If somebody gets on, that's an instant pipeline for our town. And people don't understand that. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? If they can get on from our town, that's a pipeline.
It's like with social media now, if one person gets on and they get 2 good songs, whoever they feature on the rest of their song, they have a career now. Mm-hmm. Yeah. They're going to have that audience through the internet that messes with you.
You just have to make your moves at that right time.
Yeah.
See that opportunity. Every opportunity ain't the right opportunity for that particular person, but all money ain't good money either. So I guess it just all decide. You gotta make that decision and choice. Like, this my moment. We talk about season opportunities right now. Like, I didn't expect to perform last night. I went to support another artist of mine. Shout out to Prince Key. And so I ended up running into RT Birdie, which is who I started doing music with originally, y'all.
The mothership.
Right. Yeah, like 2100 records, like singing these hooks on these rappers versus the rap wasn't even a part of me at that time, like or thought of,
Right.
It was more so I was a singer. I grew up singing in church. I knew I was a singer. That was my gift. My talent was that eventually over time to express my feelings. I'm like, okay, I could take this poetry and I could talk it like I talk.
Right.
And I'm like, you rapping, or sometimes I talk now, people like, you sound like a rapper because you just be flowing, but you put it together and be able to express yourself. Art is so broad,
Yeah.
People express themselves in so many different ways. So
for a long time, like, me, I worked hand in hand with the local music scene doing my video stuff.
I just watched the video.
Uh-oh.
The Shy Kid.
Oh,
yeah, he did the interviews with us.
Yeah, I would love to try and bring that stuff back.
Yes, it needs to come back. And I was like, wondering, when I seen him, I wanted to reach out to him and you, and I knew I was going to come meet you tonight. But that was one of the things that has kind of really just been, hanging in the balance for me. Because I was like, man, it was me, you, Swalo. All of us was all down there, Ball and Mag. We did the Red Face video. I had them little cameos and stuff, and everybody got a hustle. No matter how you get it, man. I'm talking about, that's a Columbia classic. Some way I've been proving them wrong. Cause I'm out and I got me a grip. Since I've been about my hustle. Yeah, baby, hear me, man. He had like the perfect voice to like.
That's when I gotta be at work at 6 o'clock in the morning. And they don't know how to turn this car around. I gotta play that song.
Real.
There's so many artists. Like Hemi should have had at least one solo project. Hemi's like the 3000 of Columbia.
Yes.
No solo project.
Yes.
He's just cold.
But people put him on a track in a heartbeat.
Yes, they will.
You know what I'm saying?
I think I got a song with him. Bolo BSC at that time, so his mom and my mom my best friend, so we like, I say y'all my cousins because I grew up with y'all,
Right.
And so it was just like that connection. I was like, hey, it's crazy.
It was a lot of magic that happened, a lot of magic that still needs to happen, you know what I'm saying? So, but it was, Hemi nor Knowledge have solo projects.
Neither one of them.
Neither one of them, and they deserve
and Knowledge
it.
is hard too. Not the DJ Skinny, I remember all of this, like the Shake Life. I Shake Life, shout out to Child of Black, like. Y'all,
we should have had her on here with us. I don't know
for real.
What
I asked. I said, "Hey sis, did you want to come? I know you probably watching right now. Yeah, I'm I said, did you want to come with me? My son with them. We just went out to eat. Actually, had some family time before I came here. So
I got major love for Black.
Yes.
I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know.
Black market where everything is on cue. Like for her to be my manager, but also to be my sister. Like she got my best interest at heart.
Always.
I remember her asking me like when I was younger, like, girl, what you want to be when you grow up? Of course people say, I want to rap, I want to sing, I want to do music or whatever. She saved up her 9 to 5 checks and put me in the studio. Like, you just had your music ready. If this is what you want to do, like. So to have people behind you that believe in you, believe in your dream, or know that you gifted, you know what I'm saying? And that, if these people believe in you, and you also got to believe in yourself as well. And so I just thank her for like her selflessness, like, even though that's my sister, I feel like even though we weren't sisters, we probably would just be best friends, because she like the yin to my yang, like we balance each other out. I'm very vocal, and I can be an artist and she can do the behind the scenes, or set this deal up or make this happen or whatever the case may be, and she just because she's my sister doesn't mean she gonna go stop on me either. Like you need to do better with your follow game, or you need to do better with this, or hey, if I'm not the artist, all I can do is introduce you to them, and you gonna have to follow up with these folks because you the artist, you know what I'm saying? And so it's more music business than it is talent and the gift. But I thank her for her brain, being the brain, and just being my sister, and like being my manager, and just loving me unconditionally, like for real. She like my second mama.
Yeah,
she's an accommodationist.
Y'all are
my mama, Miss Birdie.
Yo, both sides of y'all.
We a dynamic duo. Like that's our trio right there. Like
Ms.
Queen
Birdie.
Bee, Sweets. She be doing the brownies, and just being an in-school suspension teacher. Like my mom, being an educator.
Saves people.
Yeah.
She saved people.
Yeah, she do.
She saved people.
She really do.
She saved them from acting up, and she saved people from getting smacked up. She saved people on a regular basis. I love that lady.
Yeah.
I get sent to ISS, and like every year, I was told at some point in alternative school I was the baddest kid in my grade. So like, cause they would just have like pink slips. So I saw Miss Birdie very, very often. Very often.
But bad. They saying bad. That's a label, and we need to watch what we say to our kids.
No. They were right. I was bad.
You was bad.
I was definitely bad.
Oh, okay.
No, they were right. I had to.
He was bad to the bone, y'all.
It was terrible. But Miss Birdie was one of the few teachers that I would connect with, and you know how your mom got me to calm down.
How?
This is kind of embarrassing. All right. I would terrorize through the school if something like went bad. And then I get to ISS, and she had these stacks of Oprah magazines. And it was just these stacks that she would bring from home. But I loved to read, and there was always these different stories in it. So I would like be trying to calm down and be pissed off, and she would just give me Oprah magazines back to back. And I read them cover to cover.
Oh, wow.
But I've read probably about 40 Oprah magazines. She brought the big thick book. You remember she had that thick Oprah book? She brought it to school for me because she knew I was gonna be in there.
And she had her Bible open, all highlighted. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
She read it from front to back multiple times, and just being an inspiration, because some of those kids did not eat, or the only time they did eat was at school. Like I'm hearing these stories because my mom was an educator. I'm there with her, and to become an educator, I'm like, when I went to college and graduated with my health education degree, I was like, oh, I'm going, maybe do something else, like work as a nurse or in that field. But it was more so, it changed. God had a plan for my life, and he still does. And so it's just, she's amazing as well. I feel comfortable talking to my mom. A lot of people don't feel comfortable going to their mamas, and I share my mama with them so that she can pour into their lives. And like you said, I see her write people in prison. Those guys, you know what I'm saying, in prison and stuff, she writes them behind closed doors. Not for, kudos, but speaking into their lives, or they be like, man, Miss Bird, I should have listened to you, or you was telling me right, or or people would just be going through abuse at home, or they just don't feel safe at school, and they can just be open and honest about, because some of these teachers, they do it, it's clearly not for the check.
But Miss Birdie was the one that had the most contact with the troubled kids. Yeah. If you a regular teacher, you got a mixture. You got a mixture. She was the ISS. Everybody in this room already got a problem. Everybody in this room already is in trouble. Already don't care. We will fight in here. We'll bust out. And so it was just her every day, just having to handle us. And she would bring the Bible out. She would walk up and down and just talk to us about how we act and everything. It was very, very good. In the moment, you're gonna go back out and whatever. But as you get older, it's like, man, I really appreciate her. Man.
The way you paint that picture, it makes it sound like every time y'all enter class in the morning, you know how most classrooms got the national anthem?
Yeah.
Did y'all get Gangsta's Paradise? Every time y'all enter.
They did a rendition of ISS classroom, and it was teachers that was acting it out when they did the presentation when she retired. So she recently retired.
Oh, okay, congratulations.
She was retired about a year now. Yeah, and so I just to have her as a mother, to have her as a mother. You only get one mama. You know what I'm saying? You only get one daddy. Like, to have her as a mother, I'm honored and I'm blessed. And that's one of my inspirations too with music, because we grew up in church singing together, you know, in the choir, and from high school to singing in high school, you know what I'm saying, to cheering, to going to MTSU, to Bel Canto. It was a quartet group, and getting in the gospel choir there, and just using college as a networking. Like, hey, I'm finna do all these talent shows. I'm finna try to win. They gonna know China Doll name. Like, I came with the plan. Like, I'm gonna get my degree, because I know my mom's single mom. So, shoot, I can't mess up this scholarship, bro. I'm in this thing. I can't party with y'all tonight. I gotta be self-disciplined, not tonight.
That was the pressure that got me in college. Was the idea, I am paying a motherfucker to be here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If I fuck this up, I'm paying again.
Yeah.
Oh,
I gotta pay.
It crushed me.
For real?
Yeah. Yes.
I had a full ride.
I was way too nonchalant in college. I wish I had taken it more seriously.
Oof.
It ain't for
I didn't
everybody.
do good either. I quit. I was like,
I don't think it's for everybody though. For real.
Somebody in high school told me the game plan, and like it worked. But like they told me the game plan to go to college, and even if you're only there for a year, now it's forever on your resume. You got college, about the college background. And I was like, all right, cool.
College. You just clicks on
Yeah,
college. That's what it is.
It's there. It's right
And
there.
eventually it might ask, you know, what's your highest level? But I mean, sometimes I feel like that's when you remember seeing them shirts that said college pays, but then like we really in debt. And we really like paying, like I'm in my field of study, but I'm not getting paid what I'm worth.
Right.
But the service of my heart, because I want to give back to my community. I could have went back to Murfreesboro and used my degree. I want to come back home.
Yeah.
Like, this is what I need to do and sow my seeds right here.
That's what we need. Like, not just Murray County, but I'm saying nationwide.
Yeah, unity.
That's what you need. You need people that go off, get their degree, and then don't just look at the dollar amount they could be getting elsewhere. They chuck it up and they come back home and they are an example.
That's rewarding on its own. Can't no money pay me for the service that I do, because I'm doing it from the goodness of my heart, because I want to. Like, I had with Pay Pantry, with Pay Pantry Project, y'all, I'm not making no money off of this. People are donating. I'm saying this is a cause. This is causing an issue. You know what I'm saying? That's what nonprofits do. I mean, some of them are for profit. They make more profit for not being profit. But nevertheless, what I'm saying is, I had COVID and I could have been like thinking about somebody else, but it was God that basically told me when I was isolated from everybody and everything. It was like PPP, because PPP loan was very popular at that time. Okay, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, PPP. He was like, yeah, he already gave me Bo in a dream. I woke up out of my dream, y'all, and I wrote this down. Like, hey, this is gonna be a women's ministry, but we're gonna incorporate music, makeup, and ministry all together. That's 3 M's: music, makeup, ministry. Okay, and then he told me PPP, Pantry Project. And then the EEE with the Truth Be Told podcast that I have, I go live every Thursday, y'all, from 8:30-ish. Okay, on Facebook on my Jennifer Kinzer page. And it's where I swear to tell truth and nothing but the truth. So help me, God. You know, and I just think people need a place where they can be truthful and not be judged, shamed, blamed, carry guilt, you know, because these are labels and stuff that people put on you. Like, they can say, oh, she's a rapper, she's an artist, she's a personality, she's a hostess, she's this. Those are things that I can do. These are gifts that God gave to me in order for me to, you know, incorporate in the earth, to leave a legacy. Because anybody else can go on the YouTube and find it later on in life. My son to be able to watch these videos and be like, my mom was really doing it, y'all.
Let's pause right there. Speaking of videos, which video we got up next?
Okay, the next video y'all got up next is I Swear, Ladi Chyna Doll. Okay, growing up in church, you'll see my background. Also paying homage to some of my loved ones who were murdered due to police brutality. We need justice for all. Even though we say that, so that's what this is about.
Go ahead and cue that video up.
God that they don't want it weak me. I swear to God that they don't want it weak me. I swear to God that they don't want it weak me. I swear to God that they don't want it weak me. I swear to God that they don't want it weak me. I swear to God I don't start shit, but I will finish it. Get your wig split, coming round here talking reckless, respect it. Position my crown, readjust it. Reposition my crown, adjustment. Billie Jean, Michael Jackson, MC Hammer, you can't touch this. People don't wanna see you do good. I wishing they would, they wishing they could. Like every day I'm hustling, we all out here struggling. If only there was more love than hate, for goodness sake. I swear to God. I swear to God that they don't want it weak me. I swear to God that they don't want it weak me. I swear to God that they don't want it weak me. I swear to God that they don't want it weak me. I swear to God that they don't want it weak me. I swear to God that they don't want it weak me. I swear to God that they don't want it weak me. I swear to God that they don't want it weak me. Only God can judge me. Not perfect and I ain't a priest. Preacher selling hope, dealer selling dope, police killing folks, folks killing folks. Is it cause we broke? Will there ever be justice for all? Yeah, no, Black Lives Matter, but do we care about our own lives? They robbing and killing just to survive. Politicians lie, mama fearful, eyes cry, wondering why her baby died. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. No sympathy, more empathy, heart full of hurt and pain. We love sunny days, but tell me, can you stand the rain? 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 I swear to God that they don't want it weak me. I swear to God that they don't want it weak me. I swear to God that they don't want it weak me. I swear to God that they don't want it weak me. I swear to God that they don't want it weak me. I swear to God that they don't want it weak me. I swear to God that they don't want it weak me. I swear to God that they don't want it weak me.
All right, we back. Brandon with a mouthful of food. Look at him. Caught you, nigga. Every time I'm in the kitchen, you in the kitchen.
You know the truth.
So that was the video we just watched.
Right, I swear, y'all. So, some of the things we was talking about is, you know, I grew up at that church, First Missionary Baptist Church downtown. Across the street is my dad's barbershop, which is still open today. So that's pretty cool.
Shout out.
RP to my father, John Henry Kinsel.
Used to cut my hair since.
I think he done cut everybody's hair or taught everybody who cut how to cut. Do you hear what I'm saying?
Now, my dad and him they're real good friends. They chop it up in there real good, and it's just interesting to think about that. Like, our paths never crossed, but their paths was right there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, the barbershop is a special place, man.
It is.
For real, like, even to this day.
Even on another level, it was both of them. See, they were light skin. They were both light skin with some good hair, a little bit. You know what I mean? That was their thing.
That's that kills in the you hear what I'm saying? That part.
Hey, go ahead, bro. Sorry.
I was just saying, to this day, that's why I take my son to get his hair cut. He the only one out of all the boys that ain't growing his hair. But ever since he was little, like, his granddad is who operates the shop now. Shout out to Dre. He cold with the Clippers.
Cousin Dre is.
But they that's how they catch up. Mm-hmm. So it's so cool. Mm-hmm. Like, I take him to the barbershop, and that's how a granddad, grandson, they catch up. How was his week? How was it? Yeah. Like, we pretty much go every weekend. So like just to sit there and
That's
watch them catch up and everything, and then hear these stories about like all the history. And
Yes.
it's really cool.
Yes.
Yeah, they tell you a whole history. Like, there used to be a liquor store in this window, and there used to be this. I don't.
So on the left side of the church that we just showed in the video, it was a funeral home. So everything on that strip, you know what I'm saying, was black owned and was destroyed. And I don't know if you guys paid attention, but at the beginning, it zooms in on the race riot and how, you know, I mean, we got systemic racism, we got police brutality, we got, you know, all these different things that, you know, I wanted to incorporate. I had people who were killed, you know, R.I.P. Derek Brown. Like, I mean, you know, it's just amazing. I mean, even black on black violence, like, I mean, that's an issue for us, you know, has been for some time, but it doesn't take away from that our lives matter too, you know. So I wanted to incorporate me growing up in church, doing music, finding my own path at that time, experiencing church hurt where a person was like, oh, I was dancing in my dorm room or whatever case may be. And this video still on YouTube. Like, I have nothing to hide. I swear to tell the truth, nothing but truth. But they used it as, no, they literally took it to the pastor and was like, this is who's teaching our girls how to praise dance in church and, you know, whatever case may be. So it just kind of like, it put a damper, you know what I'm saying, for me, because I'm like, man, God gave me this gift and I'm using it, but because of that one incident or whatever case may be, or having a camera to tape things that people didn't even see back in the day, you know what I'm saying, back in the day, it was like probably fights and all type of stuff that just, people probably glad they went on social media. just say that, you know what I'm saying, but you know, that's how I veered off and started doing my own thing, and I'm like, oh well, if I can't sing here, I'm gonna sing there. And it's always been a, you know, oh, you at the club on Saturday and then you at church on Sunday, you know what I'm saying? But you don't know who see me when I'm there and how I conduct myself. I conduct myself as a lady still. Like, you don't know what, that might be the only guy that they see. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So, I mean, God, like, I can go to a whole nother different subject, but like, God went to, you know what I'm saying, the people that was the rejects, the remnant, the people that are arising right now that are becoming awakening and enlightening at this time. Like, so this video is deep to me though, for real. So
many churches are preaching to the choir every Sunday. They don't reach out.
The choir.
Literally, yes.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't realize that a lot of churches gonna be gone in 10 years tops. You're going to see a drastic...
It's churches that closed during COVID that will not open again.
Right. I went to a church. I was the youngest person in there. Besides my kids, who were the only kids in there.
We went to where you spoke at. We were talking about the white church on there.
Yeah.
My son was like the youngest one, wasn't he?
With that being said, if you have no way to reach out to new, young face, any of that,
that's evangelism.
Your church is on a timer, and it's gonna go. Dude, I was the youngest person.
I sure wish they get on their job though, because I'm giving one-on-one lessons to people out here that's lost on a very much more regular and consistent basis. And I wish y'all get on your job a little bit and get out in these streets, because there's people with questions.
What happens when you ain't on your job?
Something else gonna slip in and take over.
You lose your job. That's that timer I'm talking about.
The title, but see why we're so caught up in titles and all of those things. Like, I'm not, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can have the title, but like you were stating, what I'm seeing now is these people do have questions that they want answers. They want the truth. What is the truth? So that's what the Truth Be Told podcast is about. Like, telling the truth. You know, like I'm gonna preach or teach what I can, but what I know to be true, because, you know, Santa Claus, whatever. Like, I'm not giving no white man credit for my hard work, for me making sure that my son got what he need. Like, no, we're not doing that. But then we get mad at our kids. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. When they lie to us. But we've been lied to this whole time. So when I began to realize like, okay, yeah, like I said, you gave me a Bible, but I don't know how to read it.
Right.
We praying, but ain't nothing changed. I ain't had no real true encounter. But it wasn't until, you know, my recent like Pentecostal experience and one-on-one with God, like being rebaptized in Jesus' name, that I began to become aware and be that prophet, that ambassador of Christ, because I hear him speak. But there's other things that speak too, you know,
Right.
to people. It's where's the source? Where's this coming from? Is this God? Do you know? You know? And so I just think that they do. Evangelism needs to rise up. The people who are evangelists need to rise up, and that's what we're doing. We're taking our place in the kingdom. Prophetic man of God.
I'm a servant.
Yeah.
Don't put no titles on me.
No time.
But it's not even the time of saying it's you being prophetic, you know, professing a thing. You know what I'm saying? Your belief and what you believe.
Definitely.
Because you
I
taught me a
want to ask
lot.
you-
Being, you know,
thank
being,
you.
yeah, definitely.
Thank you.
About who I am, our identity. And that's what it goes back to with, you know, with Bo, knowing a woman's identity. You know, building up, inspiring women.
Yeah.
And knowing that you're a woman and the crown that's at the top is when you down at the bottom, you look up. You know, you find the power that's in you. You know what I'm saying? To be.
Yeah. You got access to your spirit. I like that.
Definitely.
But people definitely need that though. Especially like I don't think and I actually want to ask you something else, but I don't think that we are, because this whole world moves so fast and there's so many things to have to like think on, we're not really looking into the ramifications of last year. Like the consequences of it. Like we lost more people than what 3, 4 9/11s. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and that's people lost out of households. That's guidance that's lost. That's direction that's lost. That's wisdom that's lost. That's love and support that's lost.
Yes.
That one
A lot of
person
love.
that you know would save up the 9-to-5 check and take it to the studio. What if they the one that passed away last year? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a lot of those consequences and ripple effects that we haven't even seen yet, or that you know will be unspoken,
Or that are misidentified also.
Identity. That's why identity is so
Yes.
important, because it's not identified.
It's good to make sure you instill in somebody, you know what I'm saying, that they need to know who they are and know their individuality, because somebody might have lost a brother and that brother was the one that was the only person that they would read their poems to. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that type of thing. So it's a lot of
It's equivalent to the Marvel blip.
yeah.
The blip on the Marvel movies.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Them
Exactly
after,
like that.
after scenes, after you know what I'm talking about here.
Man,
I'm
it's,
not familiar.
oh, like
The blip
Endgame.
is where Thanos snaps his fingers
and
and
half
half existence of people disappear from the universe, not just the planet, from the universe.
Kind of like that manifesting.
Yeah, kind of like
Okay.
that. All right, so what you have is you have half of the people in the world gone with a blip. And then, like, 5 years pass?
Mm-hmm.
And they undo it and get those people back. But those years that half of the world was gone, there was kids where their parents were just gone. And they got to find, a parent. Then, half the jobs in the world.
Oh yeah, so yeah, people need guidance. Okay.
Yeah, so
because I wouldn't finish to the here and act like I don't know what I'm talking about.
So we're relating that to the amount of people
who lost out here. They need guidance. Like I feel like it's more abandonment and rejection, and your emotions are a part of you. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And if you don't know how to manage them well, they will manage you. They will take over you. You know what I'm saying?
Very much so.
So people, I mean, being in the school system and actually teaching kids kindergarten through 3rd grade social skills. Hey, this is your emotions. This is what you feel. This is what it normally looks like on somebody's face. They don't mean that's always what it's gonna look like. Mm-hmm. But at least these are skills that kids need, so that when they get to our age, they won't be emotionally unavailable, or they don't know how to say what I'm feeling. I don't even know how to express what I'm saying to somebody that I trust, because I don't even know how to communicate. Goes back to how we were talking about having those mature conversations.
Right.
Yeah.
Turn off the reality TV
and turn on reality.
Right. Turn off the TikTok.
Yeah.
Reality TV and TikTok has got people thinking a good night out at the club is just going and getting in drama, getting in fight, leaving. Yeah, because that's what they see.
Or using drugs constantly, just meeting up, whatever. Like people ain't even just smoking weed these days. They're on meth and
we wish they were smoking weed
and all of that. You know what I'm saying? It's just pills are not man-made. You got, I mean, even with weed, like
meth, heroin.
Yeah.
Yes.
All of that stuff, Filamine, what is it? Fentanyl or something. They putting stuff on.
Like even the meth and heroin is like that's if you on meth or heroin, like you got to that stage, but you knew that once you got on some H, you already heard H was bad. You know what I mean?
It's like how we got young junkies. I never understood that.
Because it's not H. They not thinking H. They're calling it a perk. They call it a lean. They call it. You know what I mean? They don't know that
They're
that
not
is
educated.
that scientifically it's the same thing. They just know it's not the same name. It don't look the same.
And you don't know what it's gonna do to your body. It might do something your body might not do.
Right, but I mean, if you're just going off of what your partner said or what the song said, all you know is I ain't no need on putting them on.
That's the
I'm just popping this pill.
That's the lies, and that's what
the
the hip hop culture, you know, and rap and things of that nature. I always wanted to be a storyteller and really just tell truth. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never rap nothing or sang nothing that I ain't been through, went through, or experienced or seen somebody else go through. And I mean, that's nothing wrong with it, but you want to be as truthful
as you possibly
can to be transparent with people, because
it's just easy.
I mean, what's done in the dark gonna come light anyway, eventually. So just come in.
I had a guy describe it to me one time. He was like, I like my artists to sound sincere.
Real.
So for you to be able to sing about something and the sincerity be in there, you're gonna have to know something about it. You're gonna have to be through it a little bit. You can't sing about losing a loved one and it feels sincere.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what happens to a lot of artists after their freshman album. That freshman album be sincere.
They took their whole life to make it.
Yeah. But that sophomore album be weak as fuck. Dude, you know, think about the artists got some weak as fuck sophomore.
I mean, the sophomore curse is a thing.
Yeah.
The artists that don't have a weak second album are the ones that stand out.
Yeah.
They're the ones that you point at and be like,
You know what I mean? We got some years coming with this guy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's the telltale.
First album, Playtime Is Over for me. That was the name of it. Playtime Is Over. Oh. Don't get me saying years.
Did it hurt you in your gut to think about it a little bit?
I'm just thinking back. I just see myself walking down the streets of where we had those block parties that like actually having CDs physically saying, hey, y'all, look, I got this project together. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all want to support my music? It's $5, $10, whatever. And I actually had one guy, I'm going to say his name, I'm going to put him on Front Street. But he was like, don't nobody want that garbage. I'm like, look, bro, don't nobody downgrade what you do because you wash cars. And I'm not saying that's a low grade or I'm looking down on it, but I'm just saying your hustle and my hustle might be different, but the way I'm hustling, I chose to make my money rapping and singing on these beats. That was one of the lyrics. It's like, I gotta grind hard because I don't have a choice. And they ain't stopping to the whole world. Here's my boy. So when Chyna make it, like don't feel no remorse. You can't use me, but I'm like a book. Call me a good source. I spend my knowledge on these beats. So do your research. I'm coming hard. I lyrically put you in the hearse. Hey, I put you in the dirt. My plan is to be the hottest female on this earth. I'm going hard grinding until they put me in my hearse. I said I got to get me to the day that I die. Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
Me to the day that I die. I remixed it.
So what was your sophomore album then? Did you hit the sophomore curse?
Let's see. Okay, so Playtime Is Over. After Playtime Is Over was a mixtape. The Throne. The Throne mixtape hosted by DJ Skinny. That was more so like a lot of I was doing that more in college, so I kind of really feel like it wasn't promoted as much.
It was a different game back then.
Yeah, it was a different game too at that time. And then
you had your little MySpace playlist.
I sure did. I had the banner and everything.
Yes. Did DJ the Sick One make you a page? You remember he was making some fantastic pages.
Yes, he was making a fantastic page, and he's still dope now. Like shout out to DJ the Sick One, shout out to K Wiz, like they're my guys, they're my brothers for real. But I don't think he had did mine. I'm not sure who my sister had used at that time because basically she was, you know, she was managing me, so she was running my MySpace page at the time. MySpace. Oh my God.
Yes.
MySpace. I need you to get out of MySpace.
MySpace was the truth, though. Hey, yo,
I wish I could log back in. You know we can log back in.
I have
today?
tried. I got into one of them. I couldn't get into the other one.
Man,
It's changed completely. It's all about music now. 100% about music.
For real?
MySpace was killing this Facebook stuff.
Yeah.
I know.
It took
And
me
y'all
so long
kids
to
don't
transition
know
to
nothing
Facebook.
about
Because it was
nothing.
I can't change the background. I can't do
Right,
that.
right.
All I
You
do is
can't make it custom.
I mean, ain't no top 8.
It's just
I can't
like
show
this.
you. I can't show you what my circle is.
Right. Y'all remember ringtones? We put ringtones on our
yeah.
phones.
Yes. I love the ringtones. I listen. And I love the callback to where if somebody called me, they heard a song.
Yeah, the ringback sound.
Man, I felt so cool. Like, y'all take care
Or
of
you
it.
associate a particular song with a particular person, so that if you're around somebody else and you hear that song, they be like, so that's your. Okay.
My favorite thing to do, I would take raunchy music and put it on my ex-wife's phone as like a ringtone, and I would wait for her to get around customers and clients, and I call her. I had one. It was the Wiggles where they be like, I've got the clap and I'm giving it to you. So like she would go leave and I would be watching it and I would call her phone. She would be talking to people and I would say, I've got the clap and I'm giving it.
Think about you being in the store for real, like, and it just come out.
Take the number, drop your name.
Wait a minute, I'm trying to get this phone off. Like, what's going on, y'all? I'm so sorry. I don't know what's going on. I did not select that ringtone.
Hey, or just get something really raunchy. You know what I mean? Just,
I would just let it ring and just ignore it. I would just ignore it.
Because you want to hear the song?
I don't know. I would just stay dead in your face. It's not me. Like,
best you gotta think.
are you gonna answer that? Are you gonna
Are
answer
you
that?
gonna answer that? Somebody just asked me that recently. That's funny.
A white
Are you gonna
girl
answer that? Oh, I'm busy right now. I answer when I get ready. It's my phone.
should go around the clients. We about to talk about your wedding there. Pussy popper. You know what I mean? And then just
Imagine being at the doctor's office. Like,
We about to plan your wedding. Head down. Oh, that comes after the wedding. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 moment.
I would just love, because it'd be a realization. First she would hear it and she'd be
Oh my
like,
God.
what is that? Then she'd be like, oh my God, that's pussy popping. Oh wait, that's my phone playing pussy popping.
The worst part is when she answers, all she hears is him laughing.
oh my God.
I would be an eye shot because I'd have to see.
Because now you can get to the point to where you can voice record yourself and make it like a ringtone.
Yeah, that's true.
Now growing up with no keys and stuff like that now.
I miss
Do
buttons.
you remember y'all beepers?
buttons.
Y'all do
Yes.
not know nothing. Like, this is like the greatest time to be born. Like, black president, we going through a pandemic. Like, we done endured, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot.
Since the
I'm
year
just been trying to
2000, we've been going strong on what the hell is just new stuff from like 9/11. I never saw that before.
Right.
That's the first year in, and then
Yeah.
after that it was just like, oh, this is new.
Anthrax and all.
This is new stuff. Oh, okay.
Nothing is new.
Anthrax scared the hell out of people. They're like, it looks just like cocaine. I don't know what it's
Maybe if people didn't even want to open up their checks in the mail.
Yeah, it's them in the mail.
I see, is it?
You just see a whole block of people holding their mail up to the sun.
Yep.
But that's fear.
Tom, what yours look like?
Can you go check my mail for me? But that's a federal charge, ain't it? Like if somebody go to your mailbox and get
Oh yeah, if they open
you don't
your
get a
mail,
permission.
Period. Yeah.
Or just go to your mailbox.
Husband and wives doing rock, papers, and scissors.
Now how you gonna prove
Who
it?
going to get it?
Yeah.
Your
life.
Not me.
Your life.
Nobody smile or nothing. They was like, nah.
No. We had a DC sniper. Dang.
What about the Waffle
never
House?
seen her.
The Waffle House shooting. Do y'all remember that?
Yeah.
That was crazy.
I covered this.
He made up for
For
DC
real?
sniper
I did
part.
shit.
Because we had our first like black serial killer.
And neither
And we
one
were like,
of those
oh, that's
are
not us.
movies.
But now, like, since we had a black hero, it was like, see,
Yeah.
you swap that out.
I wonder where he is now. Like, that's somebody that I would want to see. Like, where are you at now?
He chilling. He still at his regular job.
For real.
Hold on.
Yes.
No, I'm talking about the
Shaw,
dude.
the
Oh, yeah. I thought y'all was talking about the waffles.
Yeah, no, he got praise and
I mean,
they gave him an award and
I don't
everything,
know, I
but
don't be watching.
no, them bills is residual. After that good 2 months of I'm alive and I bet that man is still at his regular job.
Yeah.
He get recognized maybe twice a week and he going about his life.
Yeah.
That man is-
I wonder, like, how
Facts.
they feel, though, like, as
Facts.
a being on the other side, being him.
I
Like how they just came about, like, you know what I'm saying? Like he was defending himself, but it was very heroic, like, to be able to be like.
I feel like Wesley Snipes in real life.
I feel like I survived. I'm a black man that
I would walk around
survived
thinking
and
I
saved
know
others.
kung fu with no belt, no belt.
Yeah.
Look, I would just be standing there. You know what I do. You know what I do. Hey,
Right.
hey.
Show him the article. Pull it up.
Sue.
Yeah.
You might not be Waffle House, but you get these hands.
Yeah, like, I got this right here.
Okay, I'm sorry. I gotta head out early.
No, never
Bring
mind.
us into this next video real quick.
Love
All right,
this.
we are about to show you another video from Ladi Chyna doll called "Love Like This." Is this your most recent?
Most recent, it was released to February of this year.
All right.
We in the fourth quarter now, so we got some.
This is a pandemic video.
Yes,
Clearly.
yes it is.
Yeah.
Yes it is. So I hope y'all enjoy it. I gotta head out because my son is having a birthday party right now.
Oh, happy birthday, happy birthday.
We're not done yet. We'll be back after the video.
Yes, it's not over. It's not over.
Yeah.
But
No, he just
love like
he
this.
got it. Look, do the one finger like it. Well, I'm just saying, give me motivation. You're the reason why I just keep on going. 'Cause I love
Never had a love like this. You caught me by surprise. Growing closer every day. I'm so happy that you're mine. You were out to prayer. We ain't even gotta go there. Let's stop and stare. But I don't even really care. As long as I got you near, I want you near. And I'm selfish. Know that I can't help it. What do you expect when I want you to myself? And with you, baby, I don't need nobody else. Never be a top. Just don't set me on your shelf. My heart, you melted. This love, I never felt it. We played the cards that dealt and we nailed it. Never had a love like this. You caught me by surprise. Growing closer every day. I'm so happy that you're mine. Never had a love like this. Growing closer every day. I'm so happy that you're mine.
And we're back.
Hey y'all, back again.
We down one. He had to go to his son's birthday party, but that's all right though. One monkey don't stop the show.
So
You're not a
the
monkey.
Immaculate
One
System.
monkey don't stop the show, nigga. All right. So I guess from here we need to discuss what's the future. What's the plans for Ladi Chyna doll, the artist?
Ladi Chyna doll. Ladi Chyna doll, the artist, is working on a project called Emotional. I went through a lot of emotions and feelings.
Talked about that. You've been working on that.
Yeah, and emotion work, has been a very big part of my life, and like being a rape victim advocate, domestic violence, advocate and educator, and being in the community and stuff like that. I think for Ladi Chyna doll, it's just still doing shows and making her name known, and the brand as a brand, you know what I'm saying, as an artist. Just still continue to express myself and storytell, because I love to storytell, y'all. Like being able to see more the emotions that I felt as an artist, and why there's been breaks in between the gap of my careers, because life happened. Like I lost my father, I became a mother, so you know what I'm saying.
Right.
Like all those things is kind of really what I want to give to my
Your
fans
audience,
and my audience. So that's what you can expect from Ladi Chyna doll. Maybe more live bands and
Isn't it crazy?
things of that nature, because I'm really trying to get more away from the club setting.
Right.
More, I'm thinking big. I'm thinking bigger.
And clubs just don't jump like they used to. Everything's turned into like a bar now.
Yeah.
You go to a club and you be like, oh, I'm about to dance. You remember the
Yeah.
bump and grind
You thought you was
days.
about to dance, but people go and get cute and then they just stand around and I'm like, I could have did that at home.
Yes.
You know.
Could have did that on Instagram.
Right. But I mean, I even like even yesterday doing the event live with the band, and then like right after that leaving and going to a hookah lounge where there's a lot of artists, and then like I said, I ran into RT Birdie, Bird Boy, and so like ended up doing Ride With Me. So the first video that y'all saw from the beginning, ended up performing that, and I think that's what you can expect, is that all the emotions that I felt, you know, learning to manage them, and as I said, making sure that they don't overtake me. So
so let me ask you though, isn't it crazy how our pain
provokes purpose?
Yeah, it gives so much purpose, and it almost helps your craft.
Yes, it does.
You know,
I feel like I was destined for this. Honestly, like I feel like I've been gifted and anointed since birth. Like I knew it was something special about myself, but even just going through different things where it was like self-doubt, or I believe, but then you grinding it out, and then you get played, or you know what I'm saying, like all those different things that we went through as artists. I don't want artists to have to go through those things, you know what I'm saying? Or artists having to pay, they always out of pocket for something. Anyways, I'm not saying that you should invest in yourself, but what I'm saying is if I go to a show, okay, there's an image that I have to keep. So I got to get ready. I got to get dressed, my makeup, my hair. I got to get there. That's gas. Like, that's my time. I could be spending time with my son.
You got to stay ready. Don't you get fat on stage.
Yeah, you got to make
30 pounds more. Hey, they'll be like, oh, she done got fat. You know, you got to stay ready.
Yeah, you got to stay ready. And speaking of just seizing every moment and opportunity, because that wasn't even my setup. You know what I'm saying? Right. But what if I just didn't go with the flow, or I didn't know like the connections and stuff over there. It was just like a perfect opportunity, and meeting a lot of other artists and seeing a lot of other artists who have ambition. I'm like, hey, y'all, I've been doing this for a long time. Like, y'all be encouraged. Y'all keep going. Y'all keep doing it. Like, I couldn't imagine doing anything else.
Right.
Honestly.
Right.
It's a part of me. It's my first love, and it'll always be a love of mine.
Right. I know you said the artists always have to pay. Like, it's crazy to me, like, because we're already in a world that's got a whole bunch of, like, extra greedy shit. Like, you buy stuff now, you don't even buy, you pay monthly for everything.
Yes.
You get a piece of software, and you're like, oh, I need this software, $30 a month. If I use this for 2 years, you know, like, everything is greedy now, you know?
Like, you need a website, now you need a photographer, you need somebody to take your pictures, now you need somebody to edit that, now you need somebody to, you know what I'm saying, shoot you a video, because now you got this visual, you know, and excuse me, and I mean, just building it up, and to see my YouTube channel as it is now, how many subscribers I got?
I can't even see it.
1.7K. 1.12. Okay. So nevertheless, like, I just feel like numbers don't lie, and if a person really likes you and is relatable, that's why I listen to music. I listen to an artist because I can relate to them,
right? Or
they have perfected their craft so much that where they got a particular sound. Like, you gotta have a sound, and that's why I love about K Wiz. Shout out to K Wiz. I brought him up, like, but he was like teaching me how to have my own sound, because a lot of people done heard Chyna Dog on a song, on a track,
right?
And say, oh, that's Chyna Dog, but there's a lot of people that come in contact with me. It's like, you Chyna Dog, like, I know you, or I heard of you. They have to change it and redact what they said, because, like, I know you. You might not know. You know of me. You know of the brand. You know of the music and the artistry. And I think that's important too, because to gain notoriety, because I became a rapper. It was like that. Oh, when she's that sassy girl that's talking shit, you know, then it's like, oh yeah, we want to hear that, or that Trina like type, or she talking nasty, whatever. Like, I mean, sex sells. There's so many different things that sell, you know, but I'm a lady. So there's some things that I'm not willing to sacrifice. There's some things that I'm not going to do for the music, or for another platform, or another, you know what I'm saying? Like, getting record deals now is not really even though it used to be my ultimate dream, you know, I'm not saying that I wouldn't partner with somebody, but being independent is amazing. To be able to have your own creativity, nobody, you know, taking it from you,
Right.
and it's
Just
about the
leaving your own
business.
footprint.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like you can't make me wear this. You can't make me say this. You're not gonna make me pay me enough money to go along with a belief that I don't believe. Like I'm not.
Right.
I feel like you should just be truthful with yourself and have integrity, and you know, just be you and how you create. But there has been struggles and battles, you know what I'm saying? Things that I have overcome being an artist and being a woman and being black. Like it's so many levels to this, you know, like, oh, you should be a lone father. Well, yeah, but I'm not gonna meet up with you at the studio and then, you know, I'm thinking it's business and it's something else. Like the way guys approach women these days and how business has been handled, and because
Do they approach women?
and yeah, or women.
Without this, they approach women.
I feel like some women not approach when I'm saying
Okay,
like
go
shooting
ahead,
a
go
shot,
ahead.
like
Yeah.
shooting a shot. You know what I'm saying? They can,
That's what I'm saying, though.
without that,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying, like, I mean, I don't really know how to act, you know.
I'm old school. I would walk up to somebody and approach.
What, you gonna write your phone number down? People who write what about people who write their phone number down and
I
they
don't
say
write
that they
phone
give it to
number
you?
down. But I think a lot of
But we got
men
phones now.
is just approaching women on social media. They don't even.
Yeah,
they will
they
not.
don't know them. It's an illusion. And then you getting catfish because you don't really know the person.
Yep.
Or you fall in love with the conversation of a person, then you see that person and maybe they don't look like what you do.
Them angles are dangerous.
And now you know, whatever. So, I mean, social media is a platform that can be used for beneficial purposes. And I choose to use mine.
Right.
You know, for what I choose to use it for. Like, I'm trying to shine light. I'm trying to educate other people, encourage people. You know what I'm saying? Enlighten people, empower people. Like just be you. Be uniquely you. Because when you start being something that you're not, or you trying to fit in somewhere and you know you don't fit in right there, like you can't force. It's like a puzzle. You can't force it. You know.
Right.
And so dating is just really hard these days because it's like it's not genuine, or a person want to Netflix and chill, and of course, you know, there's something else, and then but you gotta be careful about your first dates. You don't do a first date at a movies where it's dark and you can be touched. Like I feel like that's not a good first date.
I don't want to do a first date at a movie because a movie.
You can't talk. I can't get to know you or nothing.
It's $80 alone.
It's expensive because you gotta have popcorn and drink.
Oh my God!
Whatever she want and what you gonna eat and drink and all that.
Kids, it's $120.
I already know. I'm Millie Johnson. We be going. That's my little date right there. Yeah, but for real, like those are things that people need to know about too, and that comes along with that comprehensive education thing that we were talking about, like setting boundaries and respecting yourself. And if you're gonna make this decision because people say, oh, don't have sex, well, people are having sex and they're going to. These kids are going to be experimental. Their hormones are going to raise. They're going to go through puberty. They're going to start liking the same sex, opposite sex. They're going to need somebody to talk to. Yeah, and then you got so much stuff on this media, and they can't do nothing without a phone, a tablet. You can't think, you can't eat, you can't breathe, you can't. Hey, get in the tub, get in the tub, get in the tub, get in the tub. I done told you 3-4 times. Put that tablet down.
Yes.
But my son didn't get he didn't get his own like device until he was 5.
Oh yeah.
Now he might have seen me or watched me like maneuver on my phone, but like as far as him having it and stuff like that, I didn't want to expose him to that. Just like I won't really truly expose him to, like we're talking about. He don't want to be in the media. You know, I am a personality. I am a hostess. I am an actress. I'm in the spotlight a lot. And I don't want to force, you know, I don't want to force nothing on my son. But he loves soccer and he's good at it. So yeah.
How old is he now?
Okay, so my son is 6. He's about to be 7 in January. So, you know, just losing a father and gaining a son. Like my dad died of cardiac arrest, y'all. So one heartbeat stopped and another began. It was like amazing. So Johnston is somebody that God knew that I needed before I even knew I needed him. Does that make sense? So he inspires me a lot. He goes to the studio with me sometimes. You know, different events and venues where he can be, you know, and that's why I was saying I kind of really want to come out of the club thing because I want to be family oriented and still be able to do
what are you doing
what I love
here?
to do.
No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, I've really been feeling a pull and a tug to move, like to shift where, I'm not sure, but you know, I wanna take my time with it, but I really have been feeling like, yeah, it's time to go. But I had to do what was necessary here, like Pad Pantry Project. That was some guy told me to do a long time ago that hadn't been fulfilled yet. But I'm thinking to myself, oh, I don't got the money. Oh, I got the logo, but I don't got the LLC or the nonprofit yet, or I don't, you know, move in the things that God give you, and you know.
Yeah.
People began to start donating, and I just ended up being the hands and feet. You know what I'm saying, to deliver it to them. You know, and it just represents now the brand. So like your China Doll is the artist. That's the person that you're going to see. You know, the jazzy, sassy, classy chick. Like I'm all three of those in one. And so with that being said, like artistry and music, yeah, y'all can look forward to Emotional. I don't have a set date. Because I feel like you should just go in the flow of time. I mean, I haven't expected end, of course, because that's how you set goals and you achieve them. But Emotional, yeah, and the Love Like This will actually would be on that.
If you really want to do more family oriented things, you need to speak to Jeremy Gales. Okay, he's got some things like as far as like shows and stuff. And, you know, Jay Lee and them always stay on the family.
Oh yeah.
Too. So Jeremy and Jay Lee would be good people to talk to about, you know, because the things they do are family oriented.
Yeah.
You know? So I can't be like, hey kids, tune in to the WhoDat podcast. It's not gonna.
Yeah, right. That's the step. This is something that you probably wouldn't. But that's why I try to. I never want to box myself in. That's why I always want to have like one song of every genre.
Right.
If I do go, if I went go to the hookah lounge now, I got they be smiling in your face, trying to take your place. I got that club banger for them or whatever. But then, you might catch me at a funeral singing at somebody's home. I'm still healing broken hearts, and God gives me this gift, you know, to still do all of those things.
As long as you're being you and genuine, then it doesn't matter where you are.
No, it doesn't. Or what people say. That's the freedom, y'all. The freedom is when you get to a point to where you really just don't care what people say or think about you. Because guess what? The only thing that matters is they can't judge you. And if they do judge you, you know, you're going to be judged anyway. So I just feel like, you know, people need to just embrace what they say back in the day. If you ain't got nothing good to say, just don't say it at all. Like, honestly, like these are ambitions, these are goals, these are life-changing moments for me that I never forget. And for people to be like, man, you from Nashville, like they hear me in Nashville and Murfreesboro, but I'm from Columbia.
Right.
So to be recognized with some of these artists and females, you know what I'm saying, who've been doing music in Nashville. I had to leave Columbia, make my name known, then come back to Columbia. Got a little bit more respect. Well, I guess they were listening. Then you had to leave again, then to come back. Then it's like, okay, then price going up. I want a child, I want a feature, I want a this, I want a that. But like, look, you know, I'm getting to the point to where now I'm doing more writings. I want to songwrite and ghostwrite for artists. More so because I love to write, I love to read. Those are my hobbies, and sing and record and things of that nature. So that's kind of what you can expect for the artist. Like I really just want to get on the business tip. Like I'm getting a little bit older, must I say, and my focus is shifting.
Find your young artists, let them mentor you, because besides you, we only have like on one hand consistent female artists in the area.
You don't have it.
And that's what I was getting to earlier. Like there was,
and sometimes I feel like I'm not as consistent and persistent as I need to be. Like maybe I need to just go harder. Maybe that's why I haven't made it yet. You know, because it's going to happen in due time. You know, but then also I'm paying attention to the people that's been there, who supported, who believed, who's a man. I help you. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't forget those people. I don't like.
There's a time where I think every good entrepreneur, I consider artists entrepreneurs too.
Yeah, we are.
Where you have to know when it's time to fold the cards and sit, not for good, but just be like, okay. Because at one point in time, this shit was fucked up out here. And there was some weird people running the game out here and stuff. And I told some of my other entrepreneur friends, I was like, just fold them and wait it out because you're gonna always have fucked up business, and it's gonna be some fucked up shit.
You never want to do bad business.
Right.
The rule of thumb is you never do bad business. First of all, you treat people the way you want to be treated.
Right.
You never do bad business, okay? Because people are gonna remember that. But also, you can come out here and make a mistake. But I mean, with media and just being in the open now, not really having privacy. I mean, you can't really, it's always an embarrassing moment or something that's gonna be opened up or somebody gonna speak on something, or even if you are laying low and don't nobody know what you're doing or haven't heard of you, or you taking it, like sometimes you need to take a back seat to, like, not a back seat, but like go into self and block yourself off a little bit from everything and everybody and having that constant responsibility. And that's the balance that I had to find as being a mother and an artist, because if not, it wouldn't work. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I always went to school. I went before I had my son. School, doing shows, going to college. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, that was my life. Like, that's a part of me. And so I feel like I can go even harder, because I haven't never really I feel like put my all into this over time. Yeah. Right. But I could turn it all the way up. Look, I need an RV, you know what I'm saying? Or give me a little, you know what I'm saying? Get my mama. I want to be able to pay my mom to watch my son wherever we travel or whatever case may be. Like, I want to become a homeowner, and I know I'll become a homeowner one day. It's just like, where though?
Number one, like, as a homeowner, don't do both of those.
Yeah,
there's a lot of celebrities now. Even Kanye was just talking about this.
I'm like, I want to be mobile.
Right? They're like, I don't
live in that, sleep in that.
He said, I don't have a home anymore.
What are those called? Like nomads? Or
like, or gypsies. Remember gypsies? Yeah. So these people's new plan is, like, instead of having this overhead that's sitting there, they'll just travel and they'll go everywhere, and they'll stay at your house or they'll stay at this place, but they've saved so much money they can afford that. You feel me?
Yeah, they can afford that lifestyle, and that's the thing. It's a lifestyle. And when you do music and stuff, now you present a lifestyle and you present a message. So you have to be very careful about what you're putting out there, because it's life and death in the tongue. Like, if I'm talking about killing and murdering and robbing and stealing and all of this stuff, what you think gonna happen to you, or is how your story is gonna end up? Right. Like, so I want to make sure that I'm putting out.
It's Travis Scott concept, for instance.
Oh yeah,
he's there.
Yeah,
his shows have violent mosh pits. And then he wants to act surprised that people got hurt. Like, if you have a violent monster, and I don't blame him for what happened. That is out of his hands. Because it could be a setup or something. Yeah, that stuff is out of his hands. But if you have violent mosh pits at your show, somebody's gonna get hurt, and you have to have contingency plans for that shit. Yeah. Okay, you do.
Being prevention is key, because you got to be proactive rather than reactive. Like, now we trying to brush up on this security and stuff now.
Right.
But I guess it's always just kind of been a thing in the back of my mind as well too, like protection and traveling and being on the road and going places you don't know, or people don't know you, or getting to a point to where people know your name and you don't have that privacy and want to have privacy, and people loving you so much that they hate you or they want to hurt you. Like, those are things that I've thought about as an artist. Like, not that I gotta be fearful, scared or nothing like that, because I have nothing to be afraid of.
Right.
But I'm just saying, like, most rap artists and their lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? It come with a lot. It come with so much, and so that's where I'm at. Where, like, with just a balance, like, if I'm not gonna rap something that's gonna be encouraging, inspiring, or whatever the case may be, or it's an art. So some things that Lady Chyna doll says, Jennifer Kinzer probably won't say. You know what I mean?
Right.
And Jennifer Kinzer, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I got me a home today, I'm gonna sign Jennifer Kinzer. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
But there's situations that are going on where I can do business as Lady Chyna doll. So it's artistry. That's what it is. So.
Okay. Tell them about, you said you had, was it a show that you had in Cooksville?
All right, so I have a show coming up in Cooksville. I ended up actually meeting a guy recently. Let's see, I'm trying to get to this, y'all. 1 second.
Does this show have any connection to Mr. Penn? Because isn't he in Cookville?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Okay.
But definitely, I'm hoping that he'll be able to, come and be there, and that we can actually connect. Honestly,
Right. Let him know.
I will.
You know he'll come out with the quickness.
I will definitely. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to find this.
So, while she's looking for that, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys, check out the merch store. Okay, we've got new clothes and stuff. In about a week, I'm dropping our hoodie season, the WhoDat hoodie season.
Oh, that's gonna be dope.
Yeah, so we'll come out with season 2 of the hoodies, everything like that. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you share everything. We need that exposure. We need that love. I
Yeah,
totally
we do.
appreciate everything that everybody's doing and showing on here so far, but I need more. So
Need more support, y'all. We gotta support one another. Like it's just like we talked about the puzzle. Everybody do different things, so if we all work together, like it take a team. I realize it take a team to do this. You know, I can't do all of this by myself. Like,
It's
I'm an
tiring doing it by
artist,
yourself.
but I can't wear 4 or 5 hats. I need somebody to do this. I need somebody to do my makeup and hair. I do it myself sometimes, but I need people to be there, or like, even with the Truth Be Told podcast, like anybody that have any clothing that they want to promote as I'm on live and places that I go and be, like, I don't mind being an ambassador and wearing those clothes, the clothing and the brand, as long as it don't take away from
right,
character. Yeah, my character and what I got going on and what I represent.
There'll
but
be no rebel flags.
yeah, ain't nobody doing it. But yeah, I did find I found the show that I am booked for. It's gonna be hosted by DJ TMP. It's gonna be live performances. It's gonna be rap, twerk music, pop music, rock music, indie music. So it's a little bit all genres for everybody. So it'll probably be somebody there that you will like and enjoy. It's called the Versatile Act 2, and this is going to actually be in Cooksville. And then I was trying to see if the actual address is on here, but y'all just stay tuned and y'all check in with me. It's December the 4th.
Post the flyer under the comments of the video,
okay,
or on the page even, and we'll check that out. Anything you want to tell the fans before we get out of here?
I just thank y'all for rocking with me as long as y'all have. Those who are a fan of China Doll, you got your favorite song, like favorite video, let me know. Like, I love people's feedback. I feel like constructive criticism can really help artists grow. We're not just doing this just because we want to do this, but your feedback and your support really does matter, and it allows us to be, like you said, that rock in the game, to have that longevity when it comes to music and being an artist. And like the fact that I can rap and sing, I'm like, what if I didn't want to rap no more, and I really just wanted to sing. There's artists who do that, or do gospel. So I mean, I just don't want to be boxed in or anything like that, and I'm not gonna allow somebody to box me in. I'm not gonna box myself in. So yeah, just had the freedom to be able to just do art. But I just recently stepped into acting.
We do need to talk.
Yeah.
It was the whole reason that I wanted
did
to
this.
Yes, and we done got all the way up to music. Wait, just a minute.
Okay, artists. Okay, so now we had the first like. I like how you did that. You like Ladi Chyna, artist, actress, artist, personality. So
I figured a personality, like, it wasn't necessarily just listed, but I'm like, this sums up all the other.
All the things to do.
Yeah.
The hosting.
Let's talk about this, the movie, the whole reason. Oh my gosh.
Look. Okay, so Damn Justin Again. It was originally called Jobless. So as we were shooting it, we hashtagged a lot of jobless. Yeah. Until later on, some things became a bit to where it was called Damn Justin. And so my friend guy, shout out to Joaquin. Yes, I gotta call you D-Lo because I met him as D-Lo. Okay. Back in the day, Nashville, we used to do shows at the sports page downtown. Yeah. Okay. And so he ended up going to prison and got out, reconnected with me, and was like, I was telling him what I had going on with the Truth Be Told podcast and music, and I had just dropped those songs, Love Like This and Lost and Found. I had dropped that 11/11/2020, and then Lost and Found was February this year. So
hold on, real quick here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Production, can you look into the YouTube over here and type in the trailer for Damn? Was it Damn Justin?
Damn
Again?
Justin Again.
If you go up here, I'm gonna try and go ahead. I'm gonna
Okay,
get them to look that up.
So, Damn Justin again, basically, yeah, so basically he told me that he was shooting a film. He wanted me on his podcast. We never did the interview until all of us did it together. That's how I ended up being on his podcast, was me being on the podcast with the crew. With the cast.
Nice.
So he has his own studio, and he also has a podcast set up as well. And he does music. He's an artist. And
Damn Justin Again trailer.
Yeah, it's Damn apostrophe Justin Again, or you can just put in Heat Level Entertainment. Yeah, because it's his TV network.
Is it? Oh, did it pull up? Scroll down.
Yeah, but so he was basically saying that he wanted to shoot a movie, and he wanted to shoot a film, and there was a girl. I was supposed to be the ex-girlfriend.
Right.
So I was supposed to be Cedrica's place. And that's before she actually came in as a cast member too. So I ended up being the main girlfriend.
Right.
And so Angelo Tate, who was the star of the movie, and I was able to be the co-star with him as his girlfriend. Just encouraging him and motivating him because with Joaquin, getting out of prison and things of that nature and being welcomed back into the earth, to out in the free world, it's a lot of challenges that people face. People won't, hands up or hand out. This is what I gathered from the film and the whole shebang, and just knowing him personally. Like to be able to just kind of put your perspective in.
Now, is this a comedy or is it a drama?
It's a comedy.
Okay.
It's a comedy.
So how was that? Working in comedy.
Working in comedy.
This is your first comedy, correct?
Yeah, so this is my first comedy. This is actually my first independent film. So like before this, I didn't have any film experience other than I was an extra on Nashville, one of the episodes, the Bluebird
I feel
episode.
like Nashville owes me money.
Okay, and then before that, I did Sister Act. So I was Dolores Van Cartier, the nun. Okay, and Sister Act as a stage play. Right. So I had to remember the lines. I had to remember the songs. Right. We had dress rehearsal. We had dance rehearsal. It was 3 hours, 3 days a week. Woo! And I had a little baby at the time. Johnston was young at the time. But I did it here in Columbia at the Columbia Arts Guild. Right. And so, that's kind of like where I found myself, because I was the only, I had the lead part, but I was the only African American in thing. So I was just like,
why don't we as a community,
the representation for real, like, is not there, and to be able to get my foot wet, right? I'm like, man, I ain't even did this, and even if I'm not gonna get paid, guess what? This is something I can put on my resume and I can say I did, because I'm like, okay, Chyna Doll's an artist, that's established, but what else is she gonna do now? Right. So it's like, working with them, it was cool because I actually had to kiss somebody I did not know, y'all. I had recently met him when we went on set, so we didn't hang out before the film was shot or anything like that. So, and then his girlfriend, who is now his fiance, so they're about to get married, it was very supportive. You gotta have understanding partners. You know what I'm saying, when you in this business or whatever, because it can tear up stuff. You know what I mean? But nevertheless, it was an opportunity of a lifetime. I had COVID. I had quit my job. I had prayed, asked God for change. I didn't know how this change was gonna come about. I just felt like overwhelmed as a mother, overworked, working through the pandemic, being a single mom. My mom was diagnosed with breast cancer, which she is a survivor of now, thanks be to God. And it was just a lot.
What was the production? They could look this up so she can try and find this. What did you
say?
Heat Level.
HEAT. Shout out to Joaquin.
Heat Level what?
Entertainment ENT podcast. I mean ENT films. I think that's what. Or just put in entertainment or something. It should pop up. Heat Level Entertainment. There you go. Damn Justin Again right there.
Is that the trailer?
That's in the middle. That's the trailer.
Or is that the whole thing?
No, that's the trailer.
Okay.
So it's only 33 minutes, y'all. It's a short film. It's an independent film, and so.
Take it, but don't let it play.
Yeah, this is a trailer, and he actually wrote it. He edited it. He helped shoot the movie. Yeah. He shoot the film, And he acted in it.
Oh, nice.
So I was like, hey, this is cool. Like, to work with him, he's still that same funny dude. Like, he's still, but when it comes to work ethic, I love his work ethic. Like, he say he gonna do something, he do it.
Right.
It gets done, we done with it. Like, hey, Chyna ain't come to play. Like, he had to call my name so many times, y'all, because I don't be paying attention. But I be in my own little world. But I'm here, though, and we done.
Right.
And we got it done. So that's exciting.
Let's go ahead and let's roll that trailer.
I'm acting as his girlfriend.
You're fired.
Just like that?
Just like that.
Well, I lost my damn job.
I lost my job.
Lost your job.
I got fired.
Damn, Justin again?
Damn, you lost your job?
Focus on the positive rather than shining light on the negative all the time.
I know I let a lot of people down.
Tired of pulling you out of these dark moments, man.
Just do it yourself.
The only person that you let down is you.
And there it is, y'all.
All right, y'all. Damn Justin again. My debut in this independent film. Y'all can go actually check it out and search. If you have Roku TV, this is how
Please
you
stop
find
that
it.
video.
This is how you.
Thank
This
you.
is how you actually find it. Okay, so if you have Roku TV, just like you download the app of YouTube or Netflix or whatever case may be, you will download the app. It is Heat Level ENT TV Network, and there's gonna be the app just like you've seen the fire of the intro of the film. You will see that, and then when you click on there, you'll actually see the trailer, which will eventually have some of his podcast series and stuff on it. So he's building his own network.
I need to speak to him.
So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's something that is the next move for me.
Yeah, it has to be.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to get with him, and I just feel like it's a move we could use for the area.
Yeah,
altogether.
for the culture.
Yeah, all the way.
For the culture, yeah.
So okay, you guys seen it there? Damn Justin again. That's Chyna Doll with her debut acting.
Yes.
She's got the new album coming out. You said
Emotional. So I'm using emojis as song titles.
Right.
So like in talking about my emotions and stuff. So a lot of people use that as, communication. We had hieroglyphics. You can send somebody one emoji and they know what you're talking about without saying
or your whole mood.
Yeah, or your whole. What's the first 5 emojis that you have in your phone would tell who you are
or anything. Yeah.
I wonder what mine is. What is yours, bruh? Oh.
This is gonna be terrible.
I'm done. Okay.
Now, do we go this way or do we go this way?
If I text,
it's down.
You gotta go down or to the right.
Down.
Oh, I'm good. Okay, I got the laughing emoji, y'all, cause clearly something was funny. 100, cause I keep it 100. I got the microphone, cause all I need is one mic. I got the thumbs up, cause that's the okay for me. Like, yeah, you gonna do this, or that's what we playing. That's gonna happen. All right. And then I got a crown.
Yeah.
Queen of the city.
See me, I got the looking eyes. I got the cry laugh. I got the shrug.
You don't care.
Then I got the actual cry. And then I got the eye roll, y'all.
Oh, so he just laid back nonchalant, just don't care. You don't care?
Yeah, well, you know.
Are you nonchalant?
In this, working in what we have worked in for so long.
Yeah.
The first 6 words out of somebody's mouth, you know that they full of shit in there.
You really can.
You be like, oh, here we go.
I done heard this story before.
I know. They about to start talking about this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just something you develop because you have to, or they'll take advantage of you.
They will.
So.
And if you don't want to be taken advantage of, like,
no.
Honestly, I just feel like, education is key, and if we can start educating artists, I mean, there's even different people who do that, like. I don't know what that would be called, like consulting and stuff like that.
Yeah. But you got entertainment lawyers.
Yeah, you got entertainment lawyers and stuff like that. My brother is going to law school right now. Shout out to my brother. Like he's a part of my support system as well for my son, and allowed me to be able to have that space, opportunity to have some me time and do some self care. Like y'all, this weekend, even though it's a busy weekend, I got my nails done. I did a face mask for myself and just took time to sleep in and be like, okay, yeah, you need that.
So, absolutely. So, I guess that's gonna be it for now. Is there anything you want to leave them with before we zoom out here?
Just check out the Truth Be Told podcast every Thursday about 8:30ish. I do it weekly. Sometimes I do skip weeks at a time and do a replay of the last one if you hadn't caught up. Yeah. But I think that's really the thing that's very much so prevalent in my life right now. Truth be told, be giving people a safe space to tell the truth, and me tell my truth and the transformation and just different things I've been through in life and overcome and how to overcome, because we need people to empower us. Like, oh, you did that. Like you said, we talked about, oh, I can't believe you because you didn't go through that. How you gonna tell me you ain't went through that? But I've been through a lot. I overcame depression. I've done this music thing for some time. I've had the identity of, oh, who am I? All of those different things that we go through, losing a parent and becoming a mother. Like, there's a lot of challenges that we face, but life is a gift. It's like, seize every moment. Like, don't always be on social media. That's what I can say. Like, don't always be on social media. You can update people and have your presence be known, but like, take that time for self-care. Like, mental health is so important. Like, anything that's disturbing my peace, you gotta go. I don't care if I love you. It ain't nothing like that. It's just, I have to focus on where God is taking me. Who knows what's next for me? When you ask questions like what's next, because I really don't know, because we can make choices and decisions, but I feel like it's already planned out for me, you know. And so y'all just be all you can be, like Army. That's all I can say. Like, never give up, never quit, never fold, never back down. Like, don't let people take advantage of you. Just live your dreams. You got dreams. Continue to believe in your dreams. Don't give up on your dreams. Like, here I am, 33 years old, y'all, still doing this. And I started this probably like 15, 16. Been singing since I was 5. Like, that was my first like little solo little deal at church. But nevertheless, and
you ever
just
notice
be encouraged
when you don't listen,
empowered
to that drive or that voice, how everything starts to go wrong in your life?
Yeah, you take the wrong path.
Yeah, well, not, you just ignore it. You're just like, I know I'm supposed to be over here doing this, but I'm over here doing this, just entertaining the okie dokes.
And you know what's, it's so crazy, because that's a battle.
Yeah.
That's a daily battle each day. When you become an entertainer, you entertain for so long. We talked about this off camera too before you came. Me and Brandon did. You become this entity. You know what I'm saying, or this image. You know what I'm saying. Jennifer Kinzer. I'm reintroducing Jennifer Kinzer to the world. I couldn't tell who people Jennifer Kinzer was because I didn't know who she was to tell.
Right.
Does that make sense? So when we find our identity and we walk in the things that we know that we're purposed to do. Like, I went through the heartbreak, I went through the hurt and the shame and the blame and the grief and doing the emotion work and all of that stuff, and being a counselor to women and a court advocate. Like, that stuff was built up on experiences that I went through. They was hurtful. This journey is lonely. And, to be able to allow to hear that voice that I know that is God speaking to me, and to be able to let Him order my steps. I can't be in the open all the time. It's pop in, pop out.
Right.
Or when I'm coming out with purpose. When you come out, make sure you coming out, because you don't know who sees you. Right. You don't know who's looking at you. You don't know who know you. And just be your true self. Be authentic as possible. And so, yeah, China Doll. Look, China Doll is coming. That's my little tag, y'all, because I feel like I never arrived. And when I get there, I'm not going to be complacent enough to say it's going to be more. There's more. There's more for me. There's more for China Doll. There's more for Jennifer Kinzer. I don't know what the more is. But that also requires more spiritual warfare, more things to come. Right. Okay, so y'all stay tuned. Truth Be Told podcast, 8:30. Y'all check out the film. Damn Justin Again.
That's Thursdays too for the
Yeah,
podcast,
for
right?
Thursdays on the podcast.
Do you have guests? Can we come on your show?
Sure. I actually had 2 episodes that had guests on it. One of them was Chris Penn, and the other one was Chevy the Great from Mount Pleasant. He talked about men, mental health, and music right after we lost Fred. And so that was my contribution to the community, to enlighten them and encourage them in a way where I didn't have to too much speak on it, but
right,
it can be spoke on because it's a touchy subject. But secrets make you sick, y'all. And if you don't, your voice got power, and you don't know who listening to you. I mean, I wake up sometimes and it'll be somebody that I ain't thought of in years that come to my mind. Like I'm praying for them. I reach out to them if God say, you know what I'm saying, like. It is that serious. It's necessary because people need people. You don't know what people going through. You don't know their state of mind. Be kind to one another, y'all. Like, you just don't know.
Right.
That one smile, that one hug, that one gesture can really just turn somebody's life to.
I understand.
Make a difference. I just want to make a difference. That's all.
Right.
And serve others.
So we'll network on that. We'll talk about that. Trying to get on there and. We'll help cross promote all that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm sure I have some shows coming up eventually. I know I even talked about a deal last night about New Year's and stuff like that. So Lord willing, you know.
Are you going to the All Black Affair?
I am going to the All Black Affair
with
my bestie. Ooh. Shout out to my bestie, Maisha Nova Nicole. Honey, I love you, girl. We've been friends since. Look, we've been friends since 2nd grade, Brown School, and it's crazy because my son go to that school now. And he was in the same pre-K program and everything. So I was like, to have friendships that last a lifetime. Some people you in it for a season. You might just meet somebody for one day and they change your life or cross your path or leave an imprint with you. Right. And so that's what I'm always looking to do is leave an imprint of who I am with people along the way.
Right.
So.
Okay.
I'm going to the Black Affair. You going to?
Yeah, we got a table.
I'm ready to eat. Y'all. I'm ready to eat. I'm trying to be cute, and I'm eating that chicken wing at the same time. Yeah. That's one thing I'm going to do.
I think we're going to try and go live from the table.
For real? That'll be cool?
Yeah.
That'll be dope. Look, I'm going to be checking in, y'all.
Yeah.
For sure. Y'all make sure y'all check in. Shout out to Paco, y'all. Shout out to 615 South. You know, this is a 931 thing. Like, shout out to all the artists. Shout out to Golden Mag. Like, shout out to K Cole. Shout out to all of these artists that are doing things. You know what I'm saying? Like, Effany and Cole, shout out to Chapatino. Yeah. Like I seen them last night. We ended up performing the same time last night. So
I haven't reached out to. I'm gonna have to reach out.
Yeah,
I don't know him.
That was crazy. That was crazy. And it was just wow. It was a hookah. It was like a little smoking hookah lounge or whatever. It was dope. And so yeah, shout out to them. Shout out to all the people that's doing it for the city. You know what I mean? Right. Like. I just feel like I'm the Tennessee volunteer to go and get it. Like, I'm going to take my city on my back wherever I go. Like, for real.
And sometimes that's a rough journey.
It is. And it's lonely. Yes, it's lonely bearing that cross by yourself. Or you feel like you by yourself. Because when the lights go off, when the mic go off, and the people ain't around that you entertaining, can you be settled with yourself? Right. Are you okay with yourself at night? You know, because you gotta deal with you. Right. You know, and I think that's what this pandemic has done for a lot of people. Show people things that they didn't know that was going on in the household. Abuse. You got violence in the workplace. I did watch that commercial, the infomercial. I guess that's what it would be called. Yeah. These PSAs and stuff. I would love to do a PSA with you too about. Period poverty too. Just so I can tell a little bit more people about what BOE is and the services that we're gonna offer. Right. So the comprehensive sex education, hoping to do some individual counseling as well. But if I'm not right mentally, how I'm gonna help somebody else? I always keep your don't let your cup get empty. You can only give so much.
Absolutely. And we got some takers out here, y'all. They'll drink when they get to the bottom of the cup and they trying to get the little splitter spot. And then you know what they do? If you the cup, once they don't take care of you and wash you and then they throw you right on there.
Yeah, they leave you right there. They abandon you.
Yeah, boom. I'm done with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's one of the reasons why I quit 2 jobs and got fired from 2 jobs in this pandemic. And I just really felt like, you know, in the times that it did happen, look, what if I wouldn't have got COVID? I wouldn't have had time to shoot a film. I would have been at work.
Yeah.
Living somebody else's dream.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with a 9 to 5. Take that money, invest in yourself to make your business happen or make your whatever happen or whatever. Like, I do, you know, believe in that. And it's just, you know, we all need to have each other's back, really, honestly, in unity. You talk about if one person just make it, like, even band play, like, shout out to band play, like, he doing numbers, like, #1 producer, like, you from here, you from Columbia, you touchable, and he's still genuine and humble, and, like, I love that about him, you know, because sometimes money can change people. We got Shaq Mason, shout out to Shaq Mason, like, shout out to Jay Lipscomb, like, Jay Lipscomb, that's my girl, like, the all hands on deck, these are people who inspire me. Jasmine Armstrong, like, we went to school together, like, and just to see her do JCA and T-Talks and her brand, and, you know, like, it's enough for everybody to eat.
Right.
We don't have to step on each other's neck. We don't have to disrespect one another. If you want to work with each other, we can, but, like, we all from the same place anyways. We all got the same, you know, ultimate goal.
Right.
So just, you know, that part. Y'all continue to follow me on this journey. Because China Doll is coming. And y'all can follow me on social media. Jennifer Kinzer on Facebook. That's Kinzer. And then also my Lady Chyna Doll page. So you can get that on Facebook as well. Lady Chyna Doll, you can Google me. If you Google me, all of my stuff will pop up. All of my interviews, my YouTube channel, anything, performances, things of that nature. So I do have a TikTok, but I only got 2 videos on there. One of them is mine, the original song I did, Love Lost and Found. Yeah, Lost and Found, which I had dropped 11/11. I told y'all last year. That's the only one that I got on there. And then I think I did one with my sister or something. It was silly. It was like, it was like who is the best kisser?
Who
is the whole the most promiscuous or something? I don't know. I said something, but nevertheless, so I do got a TikTok though. But everything Lady Chyna Doll is Ladi, because I'm a lady. Chyna, Chyna doll. So it's all one word, Lady Chyna Doll. Y'all search me.
Subscribe, check her out.
Yes.
Check out the videos. Go to the YouTube. Subscribe to that.
All Snapchat. I don't have a Twitter. I locked myself out of my account. I'm trying to retrieve it. I don't even know if it can be retrieved. I might have to start over. But everything's gonna be Lady Chyna Doll.
Yeah. Where can I get one of them Chyna Doll shirts?
These Chyna Doll shirts right here. This is an exclusive just for me. You will be seeing more merch coming soon. That's not something that I always had ready and available for people. But I do understand and know that it do matter, and marketing matters. And you know, the Chyna Doll, I think this has become a brand. The doll face. Actually, the first thing that ever got printed with this logo was Toon B. Shout out to Toon B, Wesley. He made me a clay chain. And it glowed in the dark. So it was like the Chyna Doll. I was walking around with the Chyna Doll chain. Like, so I always, you know. Yeah. I'm like, I got my chain on.
So, everybody, thank you for tuning in.
Thank y'all. Shout out to, Black Market ENT, Black Market Enterprise. Shout out to Queen B Sweets. Shout out to, Chyna Baby ENT. That's me. I thank y'all for tuning in tonight. Thank y'all for having me.
Oh, of course. It's overdue. We were overdue.
For sure. Yeah. So, to be able to tune in with y'all, it's been a blessing. Yeah.
And, like always, guys, WhoDat?
WhoDat?
We that.